Hi and welcome to the Newton-le-Willows FC podcast with me, Rob Fludder. This week I'm delighted to welcome two new members of the management team at the men's open age group, Ant Plant and Ben Crowe. Gents, how are you?
Very good, how are you?
Yeah, very good, very good. Welcome to the podcast. How's it feel the first time on the pod and you're being videoed at the same time? How's the nerves?
Nervous. Through the roof.
I am, mate. I'm 2 weeks without a swim yet.
So you can get up and play football. You can play football in front of loads of people in shorts and t-shirt rain. You sit in front of a microphone and you start worrying about it. What's wrong, boys?
These have gone. These aren't best stuff.
No media training there, mate. So
no media training.
We're a bit raw now with that.
Big time.
No prompts here.
That's how all the guests
Wouldn't even give us a tip sheet or nothing.
No, absolutely not, absolutely. And that's how it should be. So this is going to be raw, okay? And that will help with listeners and your teammates, all right? But the reason you're here, the main reason you're guests here is because some big news. You've decided to take on the dual management role of the club, right?
Yeah, joint player manager role. So
how and why? Come on.
Might be not a bit more curious, to be fair.
Where do we start? So last year.
About 12 months ago, weren't it?
Yeah, last year. Obviously, there was rumours that Dan was looking on stepping aside. I'd recently joined back the club after the time away, even though I played there for years when I was younger. And there was a bit of a rumour that he was going to step down and stuff, and I know Planty was already on the management team, weren't you?
I was helping coach.
So there was a bit of a conversation back then.
Right.
And then 12 months later, opportunity kind of was more confirmed, and yeah, we were kind of offered the job, weren't we?
Yeah, we were buzzing a bit, to be fair. Obviously, he opened it out to the group. I don't think anyone else really wanted to take it on, but
I'm always daft enough.
But yeah, we've been helping out behind the scenes. Obviously, I was helping coaching from the start through injury, and then towards the back end I started playing, but I enjoyed the coaching, it was good. So looking forward to getting going properly this year.
Yeah,
good.
We're buzzing.
Well, first and foremost, look, congratulations and well done, gents. I know we just had a bit of a giggle about taking it on, but you know, it's a decent role, and it's when you started out playing on the fields, however old age you were, I'm sure you weren't thinking about coaching, and then a joint role, and then you got to follow in some footsteps, right? Because the team has just won the league. Yeah. How daunting is that?
You know what? For me personally, I think that's actually a benefit, because you're coming off a winning team, coming off a winning season, and I know the Cheshire League quite well. So I know what it's like in Div 2, I know what it's like in Div 1, played a bit in the Prem. So I feel like the core of the first team anyway is more than capable of challenging in Div 1. So going off the back of a winning season, confidence going into it, I prefer that, to be honest. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
We're confident, aren't we, lad? Don't want to be too confident.
Yeah. Up to now, we've not had any people saying that they're leaving, so the core group's staying the same. So
great.
Last season we played a good few teams in the league above, and we was right in the mix. We was right up there.
We're competitive, aren't we, lad, as we was last season. So
Dayton won the league, and we took them all the way to 90 minutes. We should obviously going to bait Crowe out a bit here. We had a penalty in the last minute. He skied it over the bar, but we was right in the mix. Knutsford, they were in the top half, and we took them all the way, went to penalties, didn't we, I think? Yeah. And then the teams probably lower down the table,
more comfortable, aren't we? So
we battered them.
And that's with last season, isn't it? So pushing on from there, like we're confident we can definitely be challenging.
And being part of that dressing room as well. It's not like you're coming in from the outside. So you know the core, you understand the lads, you understand what went well last season and maybe what didn't go so well, because there'd have been ups and downs in a season no matter what you do. So that must be a benefit to you, right?
Yeah. I don't really know what to say.
No, but it's obviously we dominated the league, I'd say. Like you can say it now, but the league was won by Christmas. I think it was like 10 or 12 on the bounce or something, wins. Going into like, I think we didn't have a spell, we didn't have a game in November, but like up until Christmas I'm sure we were 12 for 12 or something like that. And then obviously the cup competitions were a bit disappointing, weren't we? A couple of like silly cup exits, and in reality that team for me, I should have at least won one cup as well last year. So yeah, there's a few disappointments, but obviously to go with the league and like the way that we dominated it, and like And I was going to say, I'm allowed to swear on this, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we didn't we? I think it's 4 or 5 games to spare, and like that's some going, that, in my opinion.
Got a bit edgy at one point, didn't it, when we had all them games to play? And
We lost away to Main Road.
If we keep going like this, we're not even going to win the league. So
we lost away to Main Road, and like there's a couple of teams like who were on a bit of a run, weren't they? But we comfortable. Yeah.
So just excuse me, you're going to take on the role from player to coaches, and I know you've done a bit of coaching yourself, mate, but surely at some point you're going to come up with things where you're going to look at each other, may not know the answer. Do you have anybody you're going to be able to tap back up? Maybe the previous 2 guys to go, listen, we need some help here.
Yeah, definitely. So they're not fully stepping away from the club, they're just taking a back seat. So we're always going to be there to speak to any advice, as I know they both will want to help us as well, to be fair.
No, they've been great, haven't they, so far? Yeah. Obviously, like, the season's not even started yet, so I was actually saying it before to Phil. But like, it's a bit of an hard one at the minute, because like, we don't know whether to go with this or go with that. At the minute, I think we just want pre-season to start next Tuesday, and then I think we'll all be getting the bug again, and it'll all be footy mad again for like another 10 months. So yeah, Faz and Ant, they're going to be a massive help, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
And what about the feeling of those first team sheets or the first coaching sessions when it's actually you boys going, lads, come on, and you know, that transition from being one of the lads to come on, you've got a bit of respect here.
Well, to be fair, I don't know if you know this, but I've coached the Sunday team for 2 years.
Right, okay.
As a player manager, so I'm kind of coming into it, used to it.
Okay.
Obviously, better level on a Saturday and stuff. Obviously, Saturday's your bread and butter, so looking forward to that. And obviously, that's why a joint suited me, because I think if there's 2 of you, you're 50-50, you can support each other. Obviously, there might be times where we're both playing, but there might be times where we're both not playing. You know what I mean? It's going to be like 50-50, or it's going to be ups and downs with that, but yeah, I'm comfortable with that, I think.
I think we'll be fine, won't we?
Yeah.
Obviously,
it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard
at the start, and we need to get through them and speak together, and obviously speak to Faz, and what should we do here?
Yeah.
Should we go this way, or should we go that way? And they'll help us know.
It's going to be a learning curve for us,
if
if anything, because at the end of the day, mate, like, we've gone up a league, standards going up, and like the Cheshire League's just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Like, there was a couple of teams in the league who just come up where people were getting paid, and I know for a fact in Div 1 there is, and obviously in the Prem there is, so it's going to be getting more competitive, standards going to be getting higher, so we've got to match them standards, haven't we?
And obviously they've introduced a new league this year, so more teams, and them new teams that come in, you never know what they're going to be like. You don't know what league they played in, what standard they're at. It's always just strengthening year upon year.
Yeah, to be fair, the league that we're going into, it's just, I think it's 12, and like the other 11 are just like fully established Cheshire League sides. Like, I know most of them, and obviously Newton aren't. Do you know what I mean? We're probably like one of the new boys, especially at the Div 1. So, but I reckon there'll be a few there a bit shock of us coming in. Especially now we're in charge.
And just on that, how did the lads take it? The news? Did you consult them before, or was it a bit of a sent and WhatsApp out? How did they take it?
I think there was a few rumours knocking about. A few people was
coming up to us in the pub, like,
they said, hey, what you doing next year? You taking it on? Are you not?
We thought it'd been.
I mean, we was just keeping it on the download. We were like, nah, just batting it off, because we didn't want to say anything without Faz putting like a big message out saying that he's leaving, and it was always going on behind the scenes, but we didn't want it getting out too early, because we never know if they after a winning season. I said to him, you're pretty daft on leaving, to be honest. I said, I thought you would have carried on. He was like, no, best off leaving when you're winning.
We were talking about it, like, obviously, because the start of this time last year, there was a couple of conversations with me and P, and obviously the committee and Faz and that. So like, there's not been majorly been focused on winning the league, but there was a couple of combos, like, I wonder what's happening next year, like, did they want us doing it, did they not, like, what's Faz's thoughts on that? But we did just like concentrate on the footy, the thing, and thought, if it happens, it happens. And obviously, there was a couple of things that obviously we wanted clarifying with the club and that, and the club have been great, like, everything we could have wanted, the club and like Faz and everyone have literally laid it out for us. So, and that's how it had to be, because we're going to be playing as well. When I say that, I mean like the support that we're going to be getting and offered and stuff. It allows us really just to focus on the footy, and obviously playing ourselves. Hopefully, still have a big part to play that.
So it wasn't a Sky Sports yellow bar moment for the guys, you know, they sort of knew it.
I think so.
There's a few rumours of that, and people knew, but it wasn't officially out there. So
Phil did try and do a little Sky Sports little announcement, didn't you, lad? A little BTEC one.
And so you're taking on the role. There must be some excitement about it, as well as, look, you just need to do it. What's exciting you most about doing this?
Oof. It's a good one. I just love the crap with the lads, me. Even though we're going to like a better standard, for me, it's still going to be. I want to kind of bring in the Sunday League kind of like atmosphere with your mates and like competitiveness and like winning together over to a Saturday. Obviously, it's a bit more competitive and obviously taking a bit more serious. But I like bringing the lads together and like having a good group and having a bevy in there and having little nights out and stuff, and as well as winning. Obviously, you don't really enjoy that if you're getting beat. You know what I mean? So I want to be winning, of course, and competitive, but it's the lads in the changing room and all that, and just footy on a Saturday. You just can't beat it.
Obviously, a lot of the lads are local. We grew up together, so walking in there on a Saturday afternoon, and the bus is going, and you start getting game ready, and then you're thinking,
especially when
this is it now. This is it.
Especially when we're winning, like, it was a good buzz last year.
There's no better feeling.
I enjoyed it because
the songs going off in the change rooms after. Just the atmosphere around the place.
It's good.
Yeah, it's great.
We're both off the back of a knee injury as well, to be fair. So that was like my first proper season back playing in a few years. So like I definitely got like the taste of it again. And you know, you come back towards the end of the season, showing how good he is. So it's great, isn't it?
Especially when you grew up together and you win on a Saturday and you come back in here after you're having a pint, and just the atmosphere about the place, you just can't beat it.
Absolutely. And in terms of the coaching and management, are there any lessons you're taking from the two previous lads that you can say, look, I looked at that and going, yeah, we're definitely going to keep those principles or that foundation or just the way they do certain things, and you don't have to say what they are, but have you learned a lot from those guys as well?
Yeah, definitely. For me, one thing for me, I think like that I've learned from Faz and Ant is like they do keep it together as like a tight group. And like one thing obviously I haven't got any experience is like with the first and the reserves, and like I feel like Faz and Ant really did well in like keeping it all close knit. It's got to be, it's like one club, innit? So I mean the reserves out the first out the reserves, train together and stuff. So that's one thing I think that the lads really I would have learned off last season.
Yeah, that's probably the main thing. Just keeping the lads together, all local lads, and like the close knitness and like not dividing the first and the seconds, and just all coming together. And obviously, like you said before, we will need to rely on the reserves at some point, and they need our lads at some point, and just keeping everyone happy and just getting in there on a Saturday, really.
It's hard,
having a pint after the game, everyone together, when everyone comes back in first and reserves. It's just a good place to be in. It's a good place to be in on Saturday.
Definitely.
Amazing. And talking of training, next week you say pre-season training.
Tomorrow,
yeah. Have you got any plans? Have you put any sessions together, or is it just, look, we did this last season, we're just gonna like slowly go through and then put your own stamp on it, or you going day one, this is what we're about?
We got a few tweaks, like, haven't we?
We've got a few things in the pipeline.
We've got a few ideas and stuff, but obviously like you said, we're off the back of a winning season, so you don't have to change too much. But yeah, of course we're going to put our own stamp on it and stuff. And I've always kind of put it in the chat, and I don't know if it went down well, but I said about us, I want to be the fittest in the league, for me personally. So put it in the chat. Didn't really get any responses, did it? It's probably a bit early.
Well, it's out here now.
Everyone
getting fit, lads.
Everyone likes that part of the season. They're just turning up and they don't see no footies and they're just running. But no,
it's got to be done though, in my opinion.
The first 2 weeks is the hardest, isn't it? And then you start introducing your pre-season games, and then obviously you just filter it out, less running, and then get ready for the season.
Nah, it's important. One thing that is to be noted though is a committee meeting, I think, next week. It's kind of confirming the league start and stuff, so we have kind of been waiting on that as well, which has been a bit annoying.
Yeah, because they don't know everything's just in a cup scheme. And
yeah, so because P mentioned the league's gone from, well, the Cheshire League's gone from 3 divisions to 4.
Right.
So there is only 12 in our league, which obviously means like less league games. So I think they might be introducing us as a supplementary cup, is it?
Yeah, but they're potentially starting the league in September now.
We might be leaking this, I don't know.
Live,
but,
yeah, we'll have that.
Breaking news, that's just what I'm hearing, I don't know. So
we're
waiting on that next week, really. So But yeah, pre-season's next week regardless.
It's Thursday, 26. Fans are going to that.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. And in the new league, are there any teams you're really looking forward to playing? Is there one standout you're going, we've got our eyes set on that? For whatever reason, it's local, you just got some history, you just got to turn them over.
As Phil just said there in the background, Stretford Paddock, it's been a game over the last few years. We've had great tasty games, to be fair. There's always been close games, bit of bites about the game. They slagged our pitch off, and then you come in and got turned over on it. So
yeah, they called our pitch like a cow field or something, didn't they? He said they don't want to come to that cow field in Newton-le-Willows or something. Garswood as well for me. That's a bit of a derby for me. That
is it?
So Garswood will come down from the Prem, so they'll be strong. That's always a bit of a tasty one.
Okay. And would any of the other lads that you know they're going to go, no, I want this game? Maybe they played for one of the teams, or they live around there, old mates, or is it pretty much what you boys just said?
Not in Div 1, I don't think so. There's a couple in the league above in the Prem, but not in Div 1, but I'm sure we'll make friends, won't we?
Brilliant. So, you're going to do this together, right? I'm just looking at you, bouncing off each other already, you've got a nice beer. But there's got to be a good cop and a bad cop, whenever something happens. So parents, there's a good one and there's a bad one, right? Who's good cop, who's bad?
I guess.
You made it.
I can make up my mind, but I could be wrong. I'm just sat here now, but will the lads know already?
Yeah.
I would have thought so.
Probably.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Probably. Because I know I'm touching on the Sunday League, but obviously half of the Newton team played for the Sunday League last year. You kind of know what it's about anyway.
Right.
Yeah, so I can imagine how much bad cop if there's going to be one. If I'm being honest.
At least you know.
He just goes in all guns blazing, and I've got calm him down, and he's like, yeah.
No, but I can put an arm down as well.
It's what you need.
I've got a loving touch as well.
It's what you need.
But what are going to be your non-negotiables as coaches? So, a lot of coaches say this is the way, and it could be philosophy of play, it could be behaviour, it could be anything. What's your
one thing that we both massively agree on, and barely anyone does it, is getting showers after games. It's disgusting.
Getting showered?
Yeah. So we play footy there for 90 minutes, and then everyone gets back in there, gets changed, and comes up here stinking having a pint.
Yeah, so we're incorporating a little fine scheme. So there's going to be a heavy fine. We're going to get on the media as well. There's going to be a little fine if you don't speak to Phil and the media teams and stuff like that. And Phil wants to speak to him, so.
Well, they're not coming on if they don't shower, right? Sitting the opposite stinking, right?
Don't know who you are.
I love that. A little call out already. Bloody hell, they're right after it. Obviously, we are live at the club at the moment. We've got a lot of passers by gathering a bit of interest. I think the tennis boys and girls have just finished and whatever. So they're getting a few heads up clips of what we got. So looking forward to next season. It's going to be a tough one. You have gone up the league. There's a new change, etc. What expectations have you set yourselves at this moment, or do you not want to release that to the lads just yet?
Listen, it might sound a bit ambitious, but promotion, back to back, yeah.
I've already put that in the chat, lad, to be honest. I think when it got announced, that was my first message in the chat.
But the group,
it was short and sweet, and I just put, listen, it's league, it's back-to-back promotions.
We're not daft. We know what the players are capable of. It's more than capable.
Wow.
And if we push them if we push them to what we believe they can get to, it won't be a problem. And I think the lads believe in that as well, especially from how we played last year, the way we competed with the league above, which now we're in there.
The thing is as well,
definitely in the mix.
Obviously, we've got a couple of strong players coming back into the fold who have been signed on. P really being one of them, who only played a couple of games. He's a top player. We've got a couple of other lads who hardly played last year who were just coming back towards the end. And that's without bringing in a couple of new faces and stuff, obviously, to freshen things up a bit. So, yeah.
I love the ambition. I love the ambition, boys. Yeah. And talking of new faces, are we likely to get some new faces? I mean, you don't have to disclose who and when, but your smirk's sort of giving it away.
No, there definitely will be a few new faces in pre-season, and
it always is.
Hopefully they stick around. And like last year, we had a few new faces.
They basically cemented the league. The new signings last year, in my opinion.
Come to be top players.
Yeah.
Same again this year.
A couple of players last year, who come in. We wouldn't be where we were without them, so it's important that you just add in the right areas, in my opinion.
And how do you go about that? How do you go about going? Because I've not seen anything put out myself that says I need some players or come about. Is it word of mouth, people you know, just contacts?
Well, to be fair, mate, we've had a couple of people actually message the club directly.
Okay.
Already, not even through us, through the other channels, through like the committee and stuff like that. Obviously, we know also a couple of lads who just maybe fancy a little joining in pre-season and stuff, and they might fancy it, they might not. So there's nothing set in stone. But like we said, and again, I've already put this in the chat to the lads. The core group of that first team is more than capable of challenging that league. So for me, or for us, should I say, it's vital that we keep that.
Yeah.
That spine of that team
Yeah.
is good enough to play in League One and above. So that needs to be said.
Definitely.
100%.
Definitely.
Brilliant. And just I know the competitiveness, like it's a different level, so you're going to get players that maybe experience at that level. But what other challenges is it going to bring? Is there more away travel, for example? Are there different kick-off time? Is there anything other than maybe a bit of physicality and skill set it's going to bring?
I don't think so.
Honestly, mate, the standard won't be that much of a jump.
No.
In my opinion, the bottom half of the league that we've just come out of, there was a massive gap. The top 4, 5, 6 teams could all challenge in the league above.
Okay.
And I think, like Pete touched on, hating league above, and you could argue, a couple of the lads actually said, you deserve to beat us on the day. And if it weren't for the 90th minute or 120th minute penalty miss, we would have took them all the way to penalties. So I think that just goes to show we're right in the mix as it is, with no new signings. So
if anything, I think we've got a couple of closer fixtures this year. I think we've got Garswood,
Yeah.
Winstanley.
Winstanley's quite local, isn't it?
We had a few like Middlewich away days, didn't we? At that Moss Bank Farm, that Astro. A few teams in the league below played in that. So, a lot closer this year, I think.
So I get the feel, I'm getting that vibe, you're very confident, you don't think there's too much, and you've evidently said that to the boys as well. Have you had anything come back from the boys again, like calm down, just give us a bit, like you're getting too ahead of yourself, or they're all on that same wave and that ambition?
You might have been speaking behind the scenes, but we've not heard anything to me.
No, they're probably scared to say it to me.
No, I've not heard anything.
Nah, listen, the quality in that squad, like, people know how good they are, and people know that like a lot of the players who played at Newton last year are too good for Div 2. You know what I mean? Like, that's standard. Like, so going out to Div 1, again, that span of that team, no one's phased going into Div 1.
We got that winning mentality going, didn't we, early doors?
We got that confidence, like, we got a bit of a bounce.
We just got a train going, and it was just no stopping.
I think with us obviously being part of the group that won the league, you know what I mean, that's going to continue.
Yeah.
So,
and I think once we started going on that run, I think the lads started believing, and listen, we had a good team. We can go win the league, and we can compete in the league above, and we can go on to do things.
So I mean, I know we keep mentioning it, but like the Dayton and the Knutsford game, both away as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard to go away. Like, I think we got beat once at home last season, and we played in a fucking hurricane, didn't we? Someone scored from the halfway line, lad. That was the only time we got beat. Oh yeah, so obviously, that's why they call it the cow field, isn't it? Because we're used to it. We like that home pitch. We love it, don't we, lad? We turn it into a battle on there. So like going to them two pictures, big massive pictures and that, and we you know what I mean, for the World Cup games really, it doesn't matter if you don't win, but we should have. So it's promising signs to me this year.
Okay, so that's this year, and you're back to back, and you're thinking going up and whatever. Okay, let's get a little bit ahead of ourselves now. So this time next year we're sat here again. Yeah, you're promoted. What's the difference? What is the difference then? And you talk about pitches, you talk about travel, etc. Does all of that standard have to go up a notch as well?
Yeah, the Prem division is then. Yeah, it's completely different.
Right.
It's just little increases every year, isn't it? Little increases every year.
It does jump up. Like you get liners and stuff then, and genuinely, like, to me, the Cheshire Prem's getting closer and closer to semi-pro. Isn't it?
Well, you've seen
but
it.
like, everyone's getting paid and stuff, so yeah, we're getting to a decent level, aren't we? And we're not even really trying yet. You know what I mean? So.
But I suppose my point on that is, the club have got to go on that journey as well, right? So you two are going to head that up, and you know, I'm not going to say if now. You've told everybody you're going back to back, right? So there you are. You said it. No pressure.
We won't be sat here next year.
Hey, let's not put that out
We'll be
there.
in the mezzes.
We won't put that out. But so the club will go on that journey, and I suppose it's important for you guys to work alongside the people behind the scenes at the club to make sure that you keep that camaraderie, that rapport, but actually the seriousness of the backing, and whether that's financial, whether it's a bit of support, whether it's some admin as well. I'm sure that sort of changes and hypes up. It must be good to know you'll have that behind the scenes, and you've got that, because you know, I've been down this club enough doing these podcasts, and that's the feel good factor I always hear from everybody. You've already said it. It must be nice to know that you've got that behind you as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But we won't be able to do it.
We won't be able to do it.
We couldn't play manage.
No, and
Send it to
always
Faz Loads.
behind the scenes.
Send it to Faz Loads, without sounding like terrible. We said what Faz and Ann did for the club. Like, we just couldn't fathom doing. Even if we were just managers. Like, fair play to them, because I don't know how they did it. Like, I know Anton still puts the lines on the pitch as like the assistant manager. Like, it's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? The commitment that he had and stuff, and obviously all the stuff Faz did behind the scenes. But we said, listen, we're going to happily come in, but we've got to have the support, and obviously that's one thing that the club said, listen, you've got it. You know, you've got this, you've got that, and you've got the backing and that. So
Faz and Anton right behind us, and Tivers as well. Everyone wants to go on the same journey, everyone wants to go to the same place. And that is the end goal of getting into the counties and seeing where we can go.
Definitely.
Whether that's with us in charge or not.
Go as high as we can, lad, yeah.
Just
Then
keep
we'll be in the
going.
mezzes.
Just keep going and seeing where we can take the club. The club's got
the facilities are there.
no ceiling really.
I like when I'm just sat here, and when you're talking about going forwards, you're both smiling. It just happens, right? It's not a thing that you're going, oh, well, not sure. You're buzzing and you're doing it. So look,
we just love footy, mate.
I can tell. But you're very ambitious, and I think that's going to rub off next season on all of the lads and the supporters. So wouldn't it be good now, got promoted, just to get a few more fans at the games each and every week? What would be your message to maybe people listening going, come on watch, it's a decent standard, and you know, it's a bit of a crack, isn't it?
So towards the end of the year we started getting a few more new faces that you haven't seen before, and there was two young lads that were there literally every week. Phil, do you know the name?
Seb.
Shout him out.
Seb is the main one. He's the hardcore super fan.
To be fair, mate, he was in the changing room last game. I gave him the cup when Dua Lipa won Kiss or something like that. He was loving it. He's got a great video of that.
Them two was there all year, and I think towards the end he even started dragging a few of the mates down and setting off flares last game of the season. And
Seb's looking forward to his away days this year.
So towards the end of the season we started getting quite a few new faces down, and we loved it. It was good.
It's great.
That going on.
Great for the lads. Great for the lads, because obviously I think personally, you have a few people there watching. I think you work harder. But one thing for me, and like what we've spoken about already, is we want to be an entertaining watch, and I think we are anyway. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I didn't really watch us most of the time. People may say otherwise. You know what I mean? But I feel like we obviously scored a lot of goals last year. But I think the way that me and him want to play, I think we're going to be set up for like. It's going to be a good watch. We want to work hard. We want to work teams off the ball, on the ball. So
what do you think the club can do? What could we all do to get a few more fans down at the game? Because look, it is a winter sport, right? And sometimes to come down on a Saturday afternoon when it's peeing down, you're like, no, I'm alright. But what can we do to say, go on, come down for a couple of hours? It's absolutely brilliant down here, and afterwards you see the players, you can have a bit of a crack as well.
I think one thing, obviously, with my next one here is obviously there's going to be a lot heavier social media presence as well. So
that's been all over
the club want to get like loads of content and stuff, which obviously we're doing this. So like we've been scapegoated for the first video.
That's probably why we've had a few new faces coming down. The way Phil and Michelle and Craig have all pushed the social media side, which we've probably never done over the last few years, and honestly this year it's been a massive, it's been a massive bonus, hasn't it?
The lads do love it. So,
Well, that
See
was
people
going to
look
lead.
the camera on the sly and
Well-
they don't admit it, but they love it.
yeah, they do. Like,
That's a seamless
Always
link.
does.
Because I think actually, you know what, we were talking before that you guys are what the youngsters are going to be looking up to, right? But they can't look up to you if they're not there, if they don't see you. So we're going to get more involved as the media team to make sure we get more promoted more, basically. And you're leading from the front by being on this today, right? So it's before pre-season.
As well,
Hey, listen, you're going to get absolute stick, but
yeah, I know.
but you're going to have to nominate boys and girls to come on every week, okay? Because that's the way we'll drive
So
this.
they're getting hounded if we're on. Everyone's getting on.
100%.
Fines going out, mate.
But what we want to do is some shorts as well, so that people, clickbait, and people go, oh yeah, I want to be part of that. But it'd be really great if we can talk about how we integrate you guys with those new lads and girls that come down, and you make sure you're saying hello and thank you and all that sort of stuff, because actually that's what will get people coming back on it, 100%.
100%. It's a good set of lads though as well, so like, none of that will be a problem. The law,
All the flexible guys, aren't we?
Yeah, I don't mean.
They're not walking back to their cars with the headphones on and sitting on their phones. Good. Okay, right, guys, we're going to take it away from being serious. You're off the hook now for what your philosophy
Stop
is.
sweating now.
that will come after your first 5 games and see where you're up to, right? But we're going to do a bit of quick fire now. Okay, now, what I will say for your teammates and now those that are going to be sort of playing for you, you may pee 1 or 2 off. All
We're
right.
both answering these, or just.
Yeah, you've got to both answer them. You're not getting out of jail. So.
You could have different answers.
Yeah, you can have different answers. Okay, so first one. Who's the best player you've played alongside, each of you?
Eden for me, mate. Charlie
For
Eden.
Newton, yeah?
For anyone you've ever played with.
Oof. Still could be Eden, to be honest.
Eden's definitely better, to be fair.
Well, not the lads who I'd like shout out. Jack Hatton, top player. I play with Jack Hatton. He's a baller. Borny as well. I've got to give Borny a shout. He's a bit overweight, but he's alright, Borny.
Eden's better.
Nah, I'd have to go Edo. Yeah, he's at the club.
Okay.
Player of the year, mate. Absolute baller.
Okay, this could be controversial. Who's the better player out of the 2 of you?
Nah, it's plenty that. I can't not say that. You know what I mean? The boy was at Wigan till he was 18, so.
Fair enough.
Oh, absolute baller.
Okay, which current player in the squad would you pick first for a pub quiz team?
We're lacking in our squad.
What is it? Is it general knowledge or sports?
It's going to be a mixture. It's going to have music, general knowledge, geography. It's going to have everything. Think Trivial Pursuit.
You know what I'm thinking?
I'm
thinking Ashton. Like.
No, we did one last year.
Is that Ash went
and
to
I was,
uni, didn't he?
and I was in the team with Keane Morton. I'm taking Keane Morton all day.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't say there's many more, to be fair.
One person you don't want is Fludder.
Well, that was going to be my next question. Which player are you leaving on the bench for that pub quiz team?
Can't even spell his own name, Fludder.
I bet it's...
I think we're struggling in that department, aren't we? Yeah, we'll go with you.
No, you're about people.
Oh, on the bench, sorry.
Yeah. You're not taking the few you can put in there.
No, Cos has got to be up there. Oh,
Edo's definitely in there.
Edo, best footy player that he's lacking a little there.
You was quicker to answer those. They rolled off the tongue apart from the other.
Easy name in everything, but the clever ones.
No bad over there.
Brilliant. Look, you're getting excited now about those. Right, you've got an away day with an overnight stay. Who are you not sharing with and why in the current squad?
Who am I not sharing with? It's probably the ones who don't get a shower, lad, to be honest. Isn't it? Who am I not sharing with? It's a tough one, that.
Oh, that is tough. There's a couple of different ways you can go with that one.
I wouldn't want to share with Barry. I don't want to share with Barry. I don't know, I feel like he's just annoying me through the night.
Some people are just like
I'll give Baz that one.
Okay. Alright. It's one of the lads' stag do's. Who's organising it? Out of the current squad, who's going to...
Me, lad.
Is it?
To be fair,
Not the players. Again, mate, but we're lacking, you know. We are lacking.
you are. Ricky got put in charge of socials all year, and he was horrific.
You know what? I think
Faz even took it back on fit.
Percy would be organised, wouldn't he?
Yeah, Percy.
Maybe Baldy.
No,
Baldy though.
No.
Maybe Percy. Percy's a teacher, and he's got to have a bit of organisation there.
Percy's got to be the first one.
Okay, so there are not too many organisers there. Who's the biggest character in the dressing room? Current players.
Ego's definitely up there, isn't he? I don't really want to say what.
I feel like his name is saying, he is. He just.
What pops to mind with Edo when we won the league? Who was it imitating? We won the league, so we won the trophy, we won the league at home, Wednesday night. It was a bit of an hard one to get home, so it's a night game.
Phil's got the video, but he just
Phil's got the video, you might have to release it. This could be the first short.
I've seen the video.
And Edo, obviously we're all getting ready for the showers and that, and all popping champagne and that, when the songs come on. Edo, start could honestly just slid over this table. Table's collapsed in the middle of us. So I'd say just for that moment he's got to be up there.
Why has that not been released yet?
Yeah, that's
because
you'll have to
I don't have it. I don't know if Craig has it or not.
Someone's got it, and
I'm sure it's open to people.
He ended up doing it a couple of times in the end, and it was like a signature move.
You know, I bet that. And who needs to be banned from the dressing room playlist?
To be fair,
I got put on tunes and I'm no DJ really. I won't be DJ next year, definitely. Sorry, mate.
I can't think of anyone. To be fair, nobody got something.
Who was it, lads? Someone had. Didn't we have a mixed playlist?
To be fair, one person who was bad was Lou Wilson, Techno Lou. Just techno tunes all the time.
Yeah,
no lyrics, nothing. Just.
I just used to stick a little DJ playlist on there, so.
So we've got a great bunch of players, very skillful, going to go and win the league again, but they can't organise a stag do for shit. They're a bit thick, they don't shower, and they've got taste in music. So, yeah, I think that's what you need to bring into the squad. Yeah, don't worry about skill, just some characters. Just some characters.
I'm struggling with brain cells, mate, to be honest. 100%.
Okay, look, a final message to the fans and everybody connected with the club. What message would you like to give Newton-le-Willows supporters ahead of the new season?
Get down, because you're going to see some silverware.
Yeah, definitely. I just think, same again, really, just obviously with our own spin on it. And
it's a good atmosphere. Yeah. It's a good time to get down to the club. It's going in the right direction. From last season, from about Christmas, it's got real good round there, didn't it?
Yeah.
Got a few more fans down, a few new people, and just the cracking after the games. Everything was it's always better when you win, but that's not going to stop.
I think it's going to be same again.
Yeah.
We're going to be going for back-to-back promotions. We want a little cup run in it this year. And I just think, it's going to be entertaining to watch, innit? It's a good group of lads, local lads, in the majority. So get down, support us and stuff, and help us push over the line and that, definitely.
Well, look, good luck for the start of the season. I'm not going to say the whole season because you'll be coming back on. Okay, we'll let you get a few games in, and we'll get in and we'll do a bit of a review after the first 5 games or something like that. But gents, look, well done. You've come on and you've led the way with that. So you can call out any of the other boys whenever you want. They got to come on when you shout, as long as they've had a shower. But no, it's been a pleasure and well done and good luck for the start of the season.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Rob.